What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video we have leaked specs for the Mavic 4 Pro, the Cine, and more details as well as an FCC registration. So I'm Joe, this is my channel Joseph Blake Photography, where we talk about tech and news and gear and tips and tricks, and I do reviews. And so if you're creating content, whether it's here on YouTube or elsewhere in social media, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if at the end of the video you thought that this was helpful, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Social links all down below, as well as a link to all the gear that I use both here in the studio and out in the field. But that's enough about me. Let's jump into talking about the Mavic 4. So we've been seeing photos and video of the Mavic 4 probably for 6 or 7 months now. The leaks have been pretty consistent. The things that we really haven't known is when we'd be getting it, kind of how it'd be configured as far as the different models were concerned, and whether or not the optical package that we've been seeing would be a part of kind of the initial launch, or if that would be a more advanced product that we'd see down the line. So expecting a 6650 milliamp hour or 93 watt hour battery, which hopefully will introduce longer flight times, maybe well over 45 minutes. Additional information that we're getting is that there will be a flight assist mode through the VIO cameras, and that will be possible not only on the screen, but that you'll also be able to get that with a map simultaneously. So an update to the configuration of the app on the controller. Controller-wise, we will be getting an advanced controller that will have dual operator or dual controller mode, similar to the M30, their enterprise level Mavic drone, where you'll actually be able to have 2 controllers potentially flying the camera. Additionally, to support higher fidelity location information, it looks like it will support RTK. This is real-time kinematic imaging or real-time kinematic sensing. This is something that DJI has a product specifically for that allows you to deploy these RTK units to increase the fidelity up to centimeter level precision on enterprise level drones. So the fact that we're going to be seeing this in the Mavic is really interesting, as it's traditionally been something that we've only ever seen in their enterprise drones. The Cine model will be coming with a SSD package similar to the Mavic 3. This will be a 2 terabyte SSD. No word on additional storage on the Pro model, so I'm going to assume that we are still going to be relegated to traditional H.265 compression on the Pro model, and we'll have that ProRes option on the Cine. Filling up the SSD is going to be the images coming off the sensor, which they're claiming will be a 14-stop dynamic range sensor. Considering what they were able to do with the Air 3S, which was a significant improvement in the sensor over the Air 3, the quality of the dynamic range coming off that sensor could be incredible. What we don't know is whether or not they're going to be sticking with the micro four thirds, the 4/3 sensor size that we currently have in the Mavic 4 Pro and Cine, or if they'll be upgrading to, as has been rumored, potentially going with an APS-C larger 22mm sensor size. I'm not 100% on that. I'll be real honest, I think they're going to stick with that 4/3 micro four thirds sensor and maintain the APS-C size in the higher end Inspire drones, but I've been wrong in the past. I might be wrong now. But considering the fact that we're hearing about that dynamic range improvement and not specifically about the sensor size, I'm going to guess that we're sticking with the sensor, at least the main sensor, the 24mm sensor, to be that micro four thirds size. No word on the other sensors, but what we do know is that the gimbal that will be carrying those sensors will be the gimbal that we've seen in leaked images. It will have a 90-degree positive tilt and a negative 80-degree tilt, which means this thing can basically go almost straight up and straight down. So the field of view on this is going to be amazing. It will have 3 precision eye sensor systems to improve its obstacle avoidance. No news right now on whether or not it will have LiDAR, but we should see more about this really soon because of the fact that the FCC has approved it, right? We have the FCC label. We know that it has been approved for launch. And if I was DJI, I would try to get this thing out the door as fast as possible, considering the fact that with a Republican-led legislature and White House, there, I think, is a higher likelihood of a ban to pass. I posted a video last week that I got a lot of heat for, saying that my opinion is that with a Republican Congress, with Elise Stefanik, who introduced the CCP Drones Act, going to the UN, and the fact that the NDAA still hasn't passed, even though the amendment was placed into the Commerce Committee for review. I still think there's a high likelihood and possibility. Nothing has become less expensive since the Mavic 3 Pro and Cine were introduced. No word on a classic model or a Mavic 4 blank model as we got with the release of the Mavic 3. But if I hear anything more about that, I will let you know. Don't forget to check out my video about the DJI Flip, which we also expect to be seeing very soon. It was also approved by the FCC. And last but not least, don't forget about my Instagram giveaway. I get gear all the time. I've got more boxes of stuff that has come in for me to review and test from companies who want me to take a look at their stuff. I'm happy to do it, but I don't normally keep this stuff because it's not always stuff that I need. And I really don't want to sell it. So I want to give it to you. But there's a catch. I need you to follow me on Instagram. Go ahead and check out this video here. This is a short that I did explaining the giveaway. Go to my Instagram page, follow me, like all my stuff, come back to this video right here and put in a comment, hey, I did it, right? I did it, Joe. I'm helping you get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. My Instagram was hacked while my baby girl was being born. I was in the hospital. I couldn't really look at my phone. And so when we left the hospital, I had a billion messages from Facebook and Instagram saying, hey, is this you? We let them in. Oh, they did a thing. Oh, we've shut down your account. Oh, your account's gonna get deleted. And then 30 days later, it's gone. No amount of appeals that I did has worked. So it was gone, it's dead. And I need help rebuilding the Instagram that I have. As a working photographer, it's important to have that. So if you go ahead and check out this video, go over to my Instagram, follow me there, and I will be reaching out to people randomly who comment to give them free stuff that I have. I want to get rid of it. I've got it in boxes. It's all yours. Come get it. Excited about this new drone news. Hopefully we'll be getting more info soon. As soon as we do, I will give it to you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to be seeing that, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when it comes out. Hit the like button if this was informative to you. That lets the algorithm know that I'm doing all the right things. Other social links down below, as well as the gear that I use. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye. More expensive.